everybody. Welcome to Perspectives. I'm Sam Jones. We're going to start today with Sarah Guardiola, CEO of LaunchOK. What is that?
What is LaunchOK? Well, it's an organization that was created intentionally to support public schools.
And that's it?
Well, no. I mean, it's funding some significant programs through the public school program. Now, if you want to know how we got originally started,
yes,
the state legislature back in 2011 created a program that was called the Oklahoma Equal Opportunity Act. It's in a mouthful. But what it did is it institutionalized a program that allows individuals and businesses to take their state income tax and redirect it to a school that they're passionate about.
But it's only a portion of it, right?
Only a portion,
yeah,
up to a limit. But when they do that, they're able to redirect it to a school, and that school is able to convert them into grants, and that individual or that business receives a tax credit, which is completely different than a deduction, right? We get those charitable contribution deductions when we donate, and those are wonderful, but those are a small percentage. We're talking about a dollar for dollar tax credit that individuals and businesses get when they redirect it to a school they're passionate about. And we're a conduit. So we have a special designation with the Tax Commission. We are an EIGO, an Education Improvement Organization, granting organization. That designation allows us to issue tax credits.
So, seems to me like if that's the case, then there are specific students you're looking for.
Yeah, we focus specifically on STEM and aerospace, and there's a reason for that. I mean, our aerospace industry, second largest in the state, $44 billion in economic value, and right now what we're estimating is over 200,000 open positions. So we have got to provide access and resources to our kiddos at a faster pace than what we've seen in the past. And so this is what allows businesses and individuals to direct funds directly into a classroom, receive a benefit, and the students receive access and resources. So the best way I can look at it is, we originally thought when we created Launch Oklahoma that we were going to really do the carrot. We want to do competitions and camps. Capture the imagination of these kiddos, give them a carrot to participate, and then give them a carrot to stay in it. When they're doing some of these more significant coursework, or they're starting as freshmen and there's a program that takes them all the way through their senior year, you want to keep them in. But what we found is the demand and need was so much bigger than competitions and camps. What they need are resources. They need teacher stipends. Yes, they need equipment. They need to help with designing a STEM strategy and a program. And so over the course of our existence, we have been able to really expand the need and meet high demands at the school level faster than if there was appropriation dollars going into each of the schools. So we support all schools across the state of Oklahoma.
How then do you select the student? Because eventually the student is the one that needs it most and needs that little push or that little helping hand.
Yeah, so here's a great example. Mustang Public Schools, they have an aerospace program. They began it not so many years ago, but they are looking for funding. And so they've got students that are in maintenance, repair, and overhaul. They've got students that are in an OK Fly process. Maybe they're doing drones or engineering. So last year, they received their first donation, and it was from West Point Homes for $45,000. And they knew, because they made a 2-year commitment, and that's part of our program, Mustang knew that, hey, we've got $45,000 this year. We're going to get $45,000 next year. For the first time, they're not chasing one-off grants, which means they're creating strategies and plans, which means the students now have an opportunity to receive those dollars, and it goes straight into the classroom. So it's unlike scholarships where you're directing it to one student. You're directing it to innovative programming at a school level or at a district level, and that's what those dollars are being used for.
As you know, we had to bring our astronauts home early because one was ill. That's never happened before anywhere with any country. We also, in the process, learned several things about the suits they wear. There's no way to give an injection.
That's right.
There's no way to do several things when you're sick in orbit. So they were kind of stuck. And what that trip, thank God, they got home safely. But what that trip pointed out was, we just thought we knew what we were doing. We just thought we knew.
That's true.
And interestingly, there was a science teacher in Chicago, I saw this morning on the news, who picked up on it right away. And when he heard they can't give an injection to a spacesuit, he went, whoa. And he brought his entire class of 30-something odd kids in, and now they've got the TV on 24/7, really, not really, but in a way that they can follow the news, the development of what happens, so on and so forth. Changes are coming.
Well, you're talking about innovation right there. And what we're finding is when we follow the classic process, oftentimes our legislatures might vote on curriculum courses for our career techs, or maybe the State Department of Ed creates curriculum. And what we're finding is the technology, to your very point, is moving faster than what we can do. So what happens, we have businesses out there that are in this environment. It's not just aerospace. You have engineering, technology, science, math, our medical field, right? And so what's happening is they're able to redirect dollars to their specific district, provide them with information that says, hey, I don't know if you know this, but we're getting ready to begin looking and exploring here, but we don't have students, we don't have workforce to meet that demand. Would you be open to considering this technology? One of those right now is allows students to put on VR and look at the human body and basically manually go through the process of surgery, right? They don't have that technology, but through our program, we can provide funding for it. So it goes from the business through us to the school and back out. It's the fastest way to develop workforce and meet the demand.
It's happening now, and development on this is continuing to grow.
Yeah, it's a pretty phenomenal program. So for our individuals, they can redirect $1,000. If you're filing jointly, you can redirect $2,000. But if you're a business, you are encouraged and incentivized to redirect up to $100,000 of your income tax. Not only that, you can write it off as a business expense.
Strikes me the only weak link in the chain is going to be political.
Actually, there's not one, and here's why. Because this program represents, the whole body of this program represents two sides of the coin. One side is private school scholarships, and the other side is grants for public schools.
Do they understand that?
Yes, yes. And I know because I spend a lot of time at the Capitol talking about this program. And so because of that, the tides rise both ships. And so because of that, we're able to make this work because it supports both sides. The biggest issue is that our donors don't know about it, and not all of our schools know about it. We're a small nonprofit, and with that comes limited marketing, the ability to PR.
Sure.
Right, so that's really our barrier, because once someone hears about it, the two things we hear is, how did I not know about it? And this is absolutely amazing. And for our businesses, it's non-sacrificial.
I'll tell you somebody that's on top of this that is in the political circle, and that's the Attorney General of Oklahoma. I've heard him speak of this in passing, and when I saw that we had you on to talk about it, I thought, whoa.
Yeah, he's talking about the next generation of school choice. And when we talk about school choice, we have this old-fashioned sense that it's only about private school. What we're really talking about is parents being able to take their taxable income, redirect it to a program that their students in, whether it's drone or robotics or Legos, and their taxable dollars are going directly into the program, enhancing what their students are learning. That's real school choice.
So donations are so important.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Really do appreciate you taking time to come in. I know you're swamped with trying to do this and do that and do this. It's like whack-a-mole.
It's a busy time.
Anyway, come back again, will you?
Thank you. I will. I appreciate it.
I'd like to know what happens as it grows.
Okay, I will.
Talk again. Short break. We'll be back and talk about the new master's degree program in psychology. And we're back. Dr. Brian Andrews and Dr. Lori O'Malley are here to talk about RSU's new master's degree program in psychology. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
I'm going to start with you. Why did it take so long?
So As a regional university, as a relatively young university in terms of granting four-year degrees, traditionally those types of universities have been primarily concerned with undergraduate degrees. As we grew, over the past 25 years, we started to see some demand in the workforce, some demand in a variety of areas that we felt like we could fill with master's programs. And so the Master's of Psychology is, I believe, our fifth master's degree that we're bringing online here at RSU in the past about 5 years. So starting about 5 years ago, we started recognizing this demand and started really devoting university resources and time to developing these programs.
So we have another degree within the Department of Psychology and Sociology. We started with a master's degree in counseling. So we've had that up and going for a couple of years because, in the state of Oklahoma, we are having mental health issues and a mental health crisis in our state.
Boy, no kidding.
Yeah, so we developed that program to specifically target students who wanted to become licensed professional counselors. But then we also have decided that that program is up and is going very well, and students are succeeding and thriving in that program. But we have another need for people who don't necessarily want to go through the amount of education it takes to get that licensure status, but they still want to work in human services somewhere, helping other people. And so this particular master's in psychology is a way for people to do that. So our department will have two different tracks for people who really want to go in to a helping sort of profession, but maybe do want to become a licensed therapist or maybe do not want to become a licensed therapist.
Dr. Andrews is the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. O'Malley, the department head for psychology and sociology. The program won't start until 2026. The program has been needed for a long time. Why the delay?
I think part of the answer to that is an issue of resources. We have limited faculty here at RSU, and we have very strong undergraduate programs in psychology and in community counseling, and our faculty are devoted to that. We didn't have the personnel to really do this. One of the aspects of this new program is that we're going to be bringing on some new faculty with it as well. So it took convincing of the people who have the money and are able to use it to invest in growth. And I think that's probably the big reason why it's taken so long. These are, programs like this require a lot of planning. A lot goes into course design and program design. We worked on this master's program that's coming online this fall, in fall of 26, for 2 or 3 years. It was in the works essentially before we got it all the way through all of the hoops of getting approvals. So part of it's money, part of it is just the time that it takes to bring a program like this.
But you've both got to be encouraged by the reaction that you're receiving now.
Absolutely encouraged by the ability to get this done and have it be, you say behind the time and why has it taken so long, but I think we're given the time now to do it, and now seems to be a perfect time to be able to offer this course and offer this program for students. One of the things about it too is that this particular master's degree can be offered online. So we're going to be attracting students that come from not only our home state, which is incredibly important to the both of us and everyone at RSU, but also from other areas. So that is an important aspect that we're now able to do.
You do realize that there's a stigma associated with the word psychology.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, there's a stigma. And I think there's some, I've been a therapist for 30 years. So there's a lot of stigma about going to counseling or the word psychology or the word mental health or mental issues. There's a lot of stigma, and there's a lot of misinformation around those areas too. So really, when you're thinking about psychology, it's not like you see in Hollywood where people are, going crazy and they're out, the serial killer movies. That's not really what we're talking about. We're talking about helping the average person get from one place in their life to a better place in their life. And that better place can be defined by the person, right? It's not necessarily my view of what I think your life should be like and what would be better for you. It's your view of what your life is like now and what changes you want to make and how I can help you get there.
Would I be wrong in saying this is one of those ideas, one of those concepts that is going to require a passage of time for the people to accept and adjust to it?
I think so, and I mean, I think we're already on that path today. Even compared to 10, 15 years ago, the public is aware of the role that mental health plays in all aspects of a person's life. It has larger impacts on our economy, the well-being of people in our communities, and I think people have really started to recognize that the stigma is still there to some degree, but I think we're well on our way to reducing that stigma.
It's so needed, so needed. We are out of time. I don't know how it happened because it just went away. Thank you both. Will you come back?
Absolutely.
Happy to.
We'd love to keep a finger on the pulse of what you're involved in. So if you would give it some thought, and as things develop, please get in touch with us and let us know.
We'll do.
We'll do it.
We'll look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, thank
right.
you.
Ken Busby, the Executive Director and CEO of the Route 66 Alliance, and 2026 is the 100th birthday of the Mother Road. Well, you put them all together and you got our next guest right after this. Ken Busby is an old friend with a young face, and it's good to have you here.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate you saying that.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's it for now.
All right. We feel good.
We're here to talk about the centennial,
Yes, we're here. We made it.
and it's upon us. When do celebrations kick in?
Well, they already have, and there'll be more to come. No, it's going to be a year long of activities. The biggest dates sort of to keep in mind for our part of the state and the things that we have going on, the official national kickoff will be April 30th. That's going to kick off in Springfield, Missouri, with some satellite happenings along the way with that. The big thing for the Tulsa area is the Capitol Car Cruise on May 30th. That's going to be the 3,000 classic car attempt for a Guinness Book of World Records, and we are really excited about that. It'll be the most cars on the Mother Road at one time. We think we'll get there, working with Visit Tulsa, and they're just all behind us in a huge way. And that's going to really put Tulsa and Oklahoma on the map in a very real way, in a very important way.
And you're going to cause a lot of people to pull off just to watch you go by.
Absolutely. There'll be all kinds of activations. People will be able to do that. We'll have a map so people know where to stop if they want to cheer the cars, see the cars as they go by.
Sure.
And but Tulsa is now officially trademarked as the capital of Route 66.
Yep.
And so this is really going to help us solidify that.
That would make Cyrus Avery very happy. All right, I'm going to refer to my notes on some of this.
That's okay.
I mean,
refer to your notes too.
There's an exhibit of portraits taken between 1913 and 1949, and we have some of them, but
great.
they were printed on glass plates.
Correct. So yes, what you're seeing here, the lost portraits of S. Tyler, yes.
And we have no idea who these people are.
That's correct. We have a little bit of knowledge, but not a whole lot, because as you say, these images shot by this photographer in Afton, Oklahoma, during that period were lost. And then Adam Forgash, who has Tulsa connections, now living in New York with his wife, found them, and he's been discovering them, and he's been doing all of this research. So he's literally making this his full-time job now, to tell these stories as much as he can find, doing research so when we can find out about the people, he will tell those stories. But it's just remarkable that the collection is in such good shape. And it's on display now through February at 101 Archer in the Arts District in downtown Tulsa. And you've just got to see these in person to believe. And there's also a replica camera there of what it would have taken to have shot those glass plates.
Which is a monster.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, hundreds of pounds to carry all of this equipment and do this. And so here's this man who And I love the title, Faces of the Mother Road, because he captured everybody. There's African Americans, there are Native Americans, there are Caucasians, and street performers, and acrobats, and puppy dogs, and he just sort of captured everything. So it's like it's a slice of life, or slice of many lives, but that really speaks to the road. You know, I know one of your dear friends is Michael Wallace, and you know he talks about Route 66 as a linear village, and he talks about the fact that it's bordered on the ends by blue states with a lot of red in between, so the color runs purple. And I love that image because the road really is for everybody. And these photographs really say this was a road that was for everybody, and he captured all of them.
You know, my wife and I ventured both directions. Made it to the far end, you know, up toward the east, where it forks into 3 roads.
Yes.
I did not know that one fork was for military, one fork was for civilians, and the other fork was if you just got lost.
Right. And everybody needs a road like that, right?
Yeah, they do. It's funny when Michael talks to me about Route 66, he always has, well, stop in and see, go by and get a piece of pie here.
Absolutely.
What an authority.
You do that pretty well.
No.
I knew instantly. I was sensing Michael Wallace.
Yeah, well, he's the one authority I always look to when it comes to Route 66. No offense made, but
No, he's the one. He's the guru. Absolutely.
he's the one that let me know who really shot Belle Starr.
That's true. Which is, the research he does and the detail he does is amazing. And you know his book, Mother Road, Route 66, The Mother Road, is coming back for a centennial edition. That'll be released mid-May. It'll be coming out. So you'll be hearing more about that. But he's very excited. He's written a new 5,000-word introduction to that, sort of bringing the road up to current times and sort of casting a vision for the future. So really excited about that.
Well, I've got to share something with you. You'll be interested in this. I want to show you a picture of a vehicle.
Okay.
That.
Oh, a Hutmobile.
Now, how did you know?
I know certain things, not many things, but a few things.
This is a 100-year-old Hutmobile. Mr. and Mrs. Ed Fogel own it.
Yeah.
And he bought it from a car dealer in Arizona, dealer collector.
Okay.
Got it back here, restored it, got everything going good. But there were so many ironies that occurred along the path of getting the car to this particular point again. For example, the tires require a specific tool from the old wooden spoke tires.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're totally different, and the only one, this company went out of business in 1939.
Wow.
So it was hard to find.
Sure.
Turns out a guy in Owasso had one.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, everything just fell into place.
I love that. I love
And
that.
on and on and on it goes. And who hasn't traveled? 66. Steinbeck was on it.
Absolutely. I mean, the Migrant Road, he talked about it in The Grapes of Wrath.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
In fact, my wife and I stopped at the bridge that he talked about. And David Carradine, I think, played a part in one travel down Route 66, and we stopped at that bridge on our way to get a slice of apple pie, you know, that Michael recommends.
Absolutely.
Where you go. And we got it, and it was good, and off we went.
That's right.
So anyway.
There's always a memorable experience on the road.
When does this all come together? When does it start?
Well, so the April 30th kickoff, the May 30th big event here, and we'll also be doing a big event that evening at Scissortail Park in Oklahoma City. So really the two major cities celebrating it. And then November 11th which is Veterans Day, is the actual birth date of Route 66. And we're going to be doing a Route 66 themed Veterans Day cruise that will go into an afternoon in the Arts District. We're going to celebrate with music at the Bob Dylan Center, Woody Guthrie Center, and so forth, working closely. I'm getting to chair that event with the Lieutenant Governor, making that happen. And that evening will culminate with a dance performance by Tulsa Ballet at OK Pop, and then a really fun concert at the Canes Ballroom to round out our celebration of Route 66. So
You're going to bring Dylan in to help celebrate?
Well, you know, the invitation's out there. His schedule's really busy, but he does love Tulsa.
Oh,
So
I'd love to see him on Route 66.
I would too. I would too.
Ken, thank you.
Thank you.
And tell Michael I said hey.
I will.
Hope he gets to feeling better. His ankle.
He's doing fine. He's doing fine.
Good.
He's got his energy mustered, and he's going to have a great year.
All right. Suzanne, good?
She's good too.
Breathe easier. That's all the time we have. Thank you for being a part of it, and we'll see you back here next time.